Okay, if you wonder what you're tuned into, you're watching and listening to the good old Velvet Vibes podcast. We're back in this bitch, wrapping up that good. Matter of fact, we ain't gonna call this no wrap up because we finna talk about whatever beyond 2020, if that be the case. So I ain't even gonna call it no end of year wrap up. But we finna talk some music here. Last time you saw these gentlemen, they had some spicy feelings on their mind. This time they might have some spicy feelings on their mind as well. Who knows? But we have the oddball with that cup turned up. Talk to him, my guy.
How you doing? How you doing, man? It's your boy Oddball. Get at me on Twitter. Get at me on Instagram. This is Oddball. Recording artist. Apple Music, Spotify, all that.
Oh yeah, don't be ashamed to drop them plugs on them. I'm gonna have to make sure you drop a few more plugs for this episode's ends. And we have here Dr. Blue in this bitch. Talk to him.
Hey, what's up? Peace, world. Peace, world. Hey, yeah, we back up in this. Finna spit that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding on anything. I don't care if it's music or we talking about Earth. We finna get it done. Shout out to EnochSays.com. Y'all tap in. Y'all tap in for my nonprofit, trying to help change the world. Y'all tap in.
I feel like you're about to pull up right now. Look like you're in the kitchen.
And for itself, I'm gonna say it again. I respect Dr. Blue for his strong views, but also his willingness to listen to other people. Like a lot of people that have such strong views, they are so high strong that they don't want to listen to nobody else. You know what I mean? And the brother will listen to you, and if he find that he is in agreement, he will agree to it. You know what I mean? So definitely, I give Dr. Blue the stamp. Period.
Facts. Super salute. Salute to my whole posse while they're I don't know if they're being twerked on, or putting something in their cup. But you're here with the Velvet Juggernaut. As you know, we're gonna start 2021 off real proper. So now that we talking about music, last time, like I said, we had a little discussion about politics, and we ain't gonna go back down that road because it will continue to take this episode down a different left turn, and we will never get to the music. But yeah, you know what? I know it's so many people doing end of year wrap ups, so I ain't even really gonna. We might come across a few conversations about some shit that happened this year, but I'm just trying to talk music in general. I'm trying to get that everyday struggle type vibe in here, where we just talking about what the fuck we like, why we like it, where we see music going, what the game is missing, what we got too much of, all that good shit. So I'm gonna check y'all temperature real quick before
Honestly, bro, this is a conversation that need to be had, and I haven't been able to have this conversation. And it needs to be had because it's a lot of shit that needs to be said about what the fuck going on in hip hop.
Man,
it's a lot of shit, man.
And you know what? I got a little more to say on this topic here with these opinions that we're gonna hear, but I'm gonna check y'all temperature out real quick.
I know you got something up your sleeve because you rubbing your legs.
Yeah.
You rubbing your knees. You got something. You like, oh, watch when I spark this shit.
Yeah. Some finna get taken care of properly. No, no, but tell me this. Tell me this, man. I'm gonna start with Dr. Blue. I need you to give me an album that has no skips on it, not one. If anybody disagrees, if they have some input, feel free. You basically calling this album a perfect album, and that's why it's a room for conversation.
What is up?
Talk to me.
What do you want to talk about?
Now I want to.
Do we need is it a certain time frame though, or it's just in general?
Any hip hop album that has no skips on it.
Woo, I got one.
Don't bore me though, and give me some. It don't got no skips. Like every song is banging front to back. It ain't no song that you could have did without. Don't bore me though, and just Illmatic or shock me a little bit. That's why I hate talking about people top 5 because they be like, oh, this is gonna shock you. Jay-Z, Nas, Tupac. I'm like, shut up. You're boring. I knew this stuff.
Nah, those are some truth, bro. You can't take away from them because I ain't gonna lie, that was my first album I ever bought was Tupac's Greatest Hits, and every boy. Every one was little, and
Nas
not to take away
wasn't
from
Nas wasn't that nice, man. Nas wasn't that nice.
Uh-oh.
Like he
Oh,
nice
Nas
as a
wasn't that nice
lyricist.
for sure.
He nice as a
Yeah.
lyricist, but as a recording artist, fucking boring.
I'm gonna tell you, and we're gonna get to the back to the
Yeah,
topic.
nah, for sure.
Fun fact.
I ain't gonna lie.
Go ahead.
One of the albums that really took me there was that Jeezy, that TM103 in 2012.
You like
Every
103 better than 101?
song in that joint. You play. No, I'm talking about TM103 was
What?
As a whole, as
103
like,
took me there. I just got out of prison.
I'm gonna give a dog ass criticism, and I mean like from I'm talking about from delivery, from lyrics, from flow, from creativity. Jeezy's best album was The Recession.
What the
Best
hell?
album.
The Recession was my next one. But I had to go first. I didn't want to go that far back. The Recession was a classic. No, and shout out to his Recession #2. He's talking that shit. Yeah.
So y'all like The Recession better than
just dropped that Recession #2. That's what
I like the. I'm not saying I don't. I'm not. Listen, this is what I want to get. I want to get this completely understood. I'm not saying The Recession is better than TM101.
Yeah.
I'm saying that he matched the energy.
Okay.
And
I see what
Yeah.
The energy. He matched the energy.
I can agree with that.
If I could give you my album that's a skip-free album, I'm gonna give you Young Buck Straight Outta Cashville.
What the?
Young Buck was another one, straight out of Cashville. He came
Straight Outta Cashville.
The whole album.
You can run it all the way through. From 1 to whatever number. You can run that bitch all the way through.
Mine might be way left field.
And then you can also what you gonna say?
Pastor Troy, Face Off. Pastor Troy, Face Off. That
I couldn't listen to every Pastor song though. I really couldn't.
Yeah, every song.
With
That's the thing, bro. Now, I don't want to disrespect Pastor Troy, but I will say that, like if I go put on a 6ix9ine album, he's gonna yell through the whole record, and I just cannot take that.
Well, you know what, 6ix9ine, and you know we don't have to include other reasons why people don't want to tune into him. That's a whole other conversation that we already have overheard already. But but just the music alone, if we just talking his music, it's not even good music anyway. You know, snitching, you could take that all out of it. If you just heard that music, it's too much. Like, I don't mind the screaming thing, but first off, you're gonna need features more than other artists because you don't want to hear 3 verses of that. You barely want to hear 1 verse of it. You might can make it through 1, and then if it's a feature and a nice hook, you might could survive. But if you just rocking, and to be honest, most of his songs he be alone, so it's kind of be like you be off of it really quick.
So I have a topic for you.
Talk about it.
It's regarding music, but I have a topic for you.
Talk about it.
Young Thug said on Expeditiously, he said,
"Piss me off."
Young Thug said on Expeditiously, he said that he could walk into an arena and the whole arena know his lyrics, right?
Yeah.
But the thing that after that, he said that he's better than Jay-Z because there's people that don't know 30 Jay-Z hits. And Jay-Z doesn't have 30 hits that people know.
I don't believe that.
He's sniffing lead off the wall. He's sniffing lead paint off the wall.
Well, you know what? To play devil's advocate, I'm not gonna say he correct, but he may be correct as far as in a certain age group. You know what I'm saying? There might be kids that they're like, oh, all I know is 444, and it's because of their age. But if you're just talking period, do he have enough hits to do 30? Yeah, of course.
So who run the world though? Kids or adults?
You can't say that he can't fill an arena that can't sing 30 hits, because also Jay-Z was in a different era than I was.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in 89.
Yeah.
I didn't like, if you want to be honest, like real live consciousness of hip hop until what, like 16?
Yeah. Yeah. Facts.
You
Facts.
know,
Agreed.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Agreed.
So now you have a Jay-Z has reached like three or four different generations, bro. You know what I mean? So when you say he can't fill this stadium and he can't sing 30 hits, you a motherfucking lie. And then the guy doubles down and says he could go hit for hit with Lil Wayne. Oh, well, you need to slow down.
I actually got more of a problem with that than the Jay-Z comment.
Oh God, yo. Oh God.
And the crazy thing, I ain't never think Wayne was whack or nothing. I just wasn't really on him like that, and it was more because everybody was on him. I'm always been the guy that I like to pull up, and you be like, "Oh shit, what's that you listening to?"
I mean, you're not a woman. You're not a woman, so I can ask this. How old are you?
35.
35. I'm 31.
Okay.
And I grew up in the age, like when I was 16, Lil Wayne was the man.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So at this point, what I'm saying is that, my dude, I know 30 mixtapes, and we ain't even talking albums,
Yeah.
that'll crush your whole
whole catalog.
period.
No, I think we can all agree on that, because to be honest, who would be a decent matchup for Young Thug that would make sense?
Let's talk somebody, because when we do verses, when I thought verses was like with Jeezy and Gucci, I thought verses was somebody equal or almost equal, like that could run. You know what I mean? And
in their mind, they think that in their mind, even though some of these are questionable.
But remember, we were just talking about this before we got live.
Mm-hmm.
What you feel and what logic is two different fucking things.
Facts.
You know what I mean? You may feel that you are talented enough to run with Lil Wayne. But the reality of it is that you are out your fucking Haagen-Dazs.
Yeah.
You are.
I'm gonna tell you a fun fact, though. I'm gonna tell you a fun fact. Academics brought this up. I know people ain't fond of academics, but he had a good point. To every artist, almost every artist, and you're an artist yourself, so I think you may have a more realistic view, just based off having conversations with you. But what happens with a lot of artists, they don't see what goes on with other artists. They be featured with them, they be in the studio together, and sometimes they don't do that. They just fire off verses through email and stuff. But only thing you see is you walk in the room and everybody in the room pass out. You get on the stage, you see the room packed front to back. But what you don't know is what the other artist is doing. So in your mind, you like, oh shit, I'm the biggest artist to ever come out. Because this is all you see is people. So most artists, their mind is clouded and they're like, oh, I'm bigger than Michael Jackson. Sometimes they just be being an asshole. Sometimes they really think this.
I think what can help them uncloud that judgment is that when you sit down and you actually analyze your situation. Now, some artists, what they do is they get a platform and they get to this platform and they go, oh, I am the biggest to ever do this. But then they fail to realize what the extra mile that these other artists went to go do.
Yeah.
So when you talking about somebody that's so we talking about before streaming.
Yeah.
Somebody that sold 1 million records in the first week.
Yeah.
We're talking about when you had to grind and get out there and step and say, hey, I need you to listen to my shit.
Yeah. Facts.
We talking about that. Now also, what we're not gonna take away from is that the streaming game may be a little bit harder. Okay. Mm-hmm. But the only thing that makes the streaming game easier is that if you could put some shenanigans and some type of gimmick in it, you might stream hard as hell. So what the thing is, I can say is that my nigga Lil Wayne or my nigga Jay-Z didn't have to put on no dress, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah.
To stay on no dress. Or to make no fuss with anybody. They didn't have to do that.
And that's ultimately really what, when you talk about music, there's different music and entertainers. Like you got people that can entertain people, and then you got people that can actually give you some music that you can vibe to. And a lot of these people are just really entertainers now. Like a lot of them have to be a gimmick, or they have to ride a wave, or they have to put on a diaper or a dress or whatever to get the effect. You know what I'm saying?
So you telling me
then they can start speaking music with it.
You telling me that you so garbage that, and that's what you're telling me, that you're so trash that in order to get anybody to even look at you, you had to throw on a diaper?
But let me ask y'all a question though. I'm not gonna say I ain't gonna say I agree with putting on the diaper and stuff, but I am gonna say this: Do you feel? It's more of a question. Do you feel that, because I've heard people say, and they're not wrong, that the industry is so much more flooded than it used to be, that it's harder to get noticed? It may not mean that you lack the talent, but you may say, cool, this guy can rap, and this guy can rap, and this guy can rap, and we all getting streams, but my other homeboy, he can rap, and my other friend, he can rap, and we all doing it, and we all producing, and it's 100 million producers and 100 million rappers. So you know what? I'm gonna do Boot Gang, and and if it's me, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not doing that shit. But I can say I see what they're doing. They're like, hey, look at me.
The thing is that if you stay your course, because with people are so easily influenced these days that they're gonna try to sound like the next person or try to do the shit that the next person did to even get on. And I'm speaking from testimony that I've been officially releasing music since 2015.
Yeah.
Through my consistency, and I'm saying I've been rapping for 20 years, but officially I've been releasing music since 2015, like iTunes, Spotify type shit. And I've seen my numbers grow each year through my consistency. And what that shows is that you don't have to put a diaper on pussy. That's just something that you want to do because you want to be.
Oh, you better watch it because he be knocking people out of their pants and stuff.
And I shoot him out of shoes.
He ain't tried me yet. He ever come to San Antonio. He go to San Antonio. I want to see about that. I want to see. I don't do cut film. I want the whole thing played on live. I don't want to do no cut scenes. I want to do the whole thing played on live. I just want to know. I want to see if it's real.
You want to know if he got hands like that?
I ain't tripping. I don't want no clout. I don't want nothing.
That one, I'm gonna kick him in the ankle.
I want to know. I've been telling people that since it happened.
I ain't fighting. I ain't fighting man. So
he got me.
I remember back in the day when I used to read history books. You used to say some little weak shit to a nigga. Yeah, slap you. I challenge you to a duel, bitch, and we walk at 10 paces.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah.
Shoot. Fuck that shit. Because if you whoop his ass, he gonna want to shoot you.
Yeah.
Period.
It's on his mind now.
Let's go and get.
What they say?
Let's go and get straight to
I'm ambidextrous. I'm ambidextrous. When my right hand do, my left hand will pick up. You feel me? I'm ambidextrous in that way.
So when you first called an L, this off the topic, but when you first called an L, Blue.
There's people in this group. There's people. What?
When you first called an L, how did you react? Did you want to go get that thing? Let's be honest in here. Or was you Mike Tucker?
No, I came back a week later and called my. I called my L a week later. A week later, I came back and called my dub. And a week after that, I called my dub again. There's people in this group right now that'll know. I tell people all the time, pound for pound, I'm the best fighter in the world. I feel like I'm Roy Jones or Pretty Boy Floyd. Anything bigger than me, we gonna ride. Pound for pound.
Hold on.
275 and below.
Let me hear what Eyeball got for me.
Either Allah was guiding me, or I knew what I was doing. Either way, I ain't took no L on no hands. I ain't took no L on no hands, so I ain't had to come back and be like,
so
I'm about to pop.
Let me
But when I can say this though, when a motherfucker, I'm more analytical.
Yeah.
So when we meet and we talking and I feel like you giving me, I already know it. Like, yeah, I'm about to shoot this nigga. Period.
So
All
so
right, all right.
so I'm gonna ask you this, and I'm gonna get back on topic. I'm gonna get back on topic after this, but let me ask you this though: have you fought somebody though while you was fighting? You was thinking, shit, this nigga can fight.
This nigga about to beat my ass.
like tell the truth,
Literally,
because I've been down that road before. When you like you
I'm gonna tell
kind
you
of
a story.
underestimate him.
I was in Iowa, and I'm from Detroit, but I
Yeah,
was in Iowa, and I'm standing in Spartan's bar,
yeah,
and I'm putting some money into this because they got a jukebox. They old as
yeah,
hell. I'm putting
yeah,
some money in the jukebox,
yeah.
and a black dude, a Mexican dude, and a white dude. It sounds like a bad joke, but they walk in the fucking bar,
Yeah,
and the white dude walk up. I'm about to play at the time the song that came out, and it's 2020, so this was like 2017. The song that came out was Ace Boogie and Kodak Black called "Drowning," and I
yeah,
like the song. I'm trying to play the motherfucker, and the nigga go, "Don't play that." I kind of like step back. I like, dog, you don't know me from a can of paint, my nigga. Can you move back a little bit?
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And the nigga just kept woofing. He just kept woofing. He kept woofing. And I'm like, shit, man, I don't wanna like beat the shit out this nigga. You know what I mean? Cause I boxed. I was all city wrestler, all type of shit. And
Yeah,
so I step outside to have a cigarette and I see this nigga, he pacing. I said, this nigga done made up his mind, he wanna fight. You
yeah,
know what I mean? And so I what I did was I placed the call to the homies because he with his homies. So I'm making sure I got my bag, just in case this bitch turned to a what you call a tag team championship match.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
so dog go to swing on me. I duck him, ding, 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 ding. You know, uh, then his man jumped in. He pushes apart. I push his man's away. Like, what the type of shit you on?
Oh
So
yeah,
at this point in time, dog sneaked me. He rushed me at the waist, picked me up, dropped me on my head. Bam.
yeah,
He get on top of me. He get on top of me. But what he forgot to do was lock his hooks in when he got on top of me.
yeah,
But he go to swing. He hit me. Bam. I'm waiting on him to come back. When he swing, I grab his arm, flip him over, climb on top of me. Bang, 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 bang. I he flip over on his, like, I'm talking wrestler talk right now. So when
yeah,
people listen to the podcast, they're like, that nigga know how to wrestle.
yeah,
But he know martial arts. So
yeah, yeah,
dog flip on his stomach and he get up on his knees and hands and I lock my hooks in into his legs. So he
yeah,
can't go nowhere. I'm hooking him. Bing, bing. I rub his face against the ground, all type of shit. Sometimes I'm beating the shit out this nigga.
yeah.
So what happened was, like, I go back the next morning in LeClaire, Iowa, to my manager's house, and she like, did you get in a fight last night? I'm like, what you mean? She like, well, the nigga that you beat up, that's my friend's son, and he ain't even 21. He just turned 20. And
Oh
I'm like,
wow, oh wow.
what the fuck was he doing in the bar? I'm like, well, and she like, well, I said, well, he got his first grown man ass with it because at the time I was like 27.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
So, but I did think like because to find out he actually trains in a cage. But what the thing is, like, I've trained, but I've never gone to like official fights. I just train. You know what I
yeah, yeah.
mean? But I beat the blood out that nigga kidney. Right up.
But you remember a moment where your eyes
Yes.
had gained some
Yes.
size.
That moment, but at that moment, I thought Wood Dog was gonna fuck me up.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? Because he got the
yeah.
upper hand. But at the same time, like, I'm one of the guys. I ain't telling part of the story that I want to tell, but I'm one of the guys that if it get too spicy,
Yeah,
I'ma up this bitch. And everybody gotta run.
yeah. I see you don't mind letting them know what they need to know. But shoot,
No, I don't. I don't.
let,
And I run around with bullets that don't got no lead in them, so the police can't detect.
Hey,
He got good capacity.
hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't know. I done bought, huh? Oh, that's live. Hey,
Hey,
I'm gonna
Dr.
tell
Blue
y'all like
got
this.
the old school
I've
Bluetooth
got
in
some
too.
more fights,
Hey,
and I got it
I'm
all.
gonna
For sure. We
revert
gonna have a
back.
good night.
Go
I,
ahead.
I hear a
Go
spicy
ahead, bro.
animal in the
Go ahead.
background.
Go ahead.
But shoot, let me bring y'all back. Now,
Yeah.
in my opinion, 2020 was a weak ass year when it come to music. Not overall, not for every album, but overall, yes. And I want to know why is this? Because it seemed like this year people had more time to get in that studio and take their time.
I'm
Now,
gonna say
you,
sorry for the wait. My Lil Durk was a classic.
you think so?
It was a classic. Now
Wag.
this
That's
new joint
wait,
that
my
he
nigga. Wag.
no sorry for the wait was dope. This
Wait.
new joint that he just dropped, that was ass.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he set his homie up. He killed his homie. If you listen to Backdoor, he fucked his homie up. Period. He got King Von killed.
You
But
believe it?
oh yeah, nigga, you gotta live here to know. You gotta
Yeah.
live like Detroit, Chicago. You gotta live here to know how that's.
Yeah.
But anyway, I ain't trying to get murked. I ain't trying to fuck around. But I'm telling you that's what that was about. But that project he just dropped called The Voice was trash.
Yeah.
But the Sorry for the Wait, I loved it. I loved it. It was
It's
dope.
something about Dirk that I can't connect with, man. Because I'm not gonna go and say he's trash because
you ain't got no fucking soul, bro.
yeah, maybe that's what it is. Because I
got no
always
soul.
listen and I try. And the thing about it, I always try like with him because I know a lot of people listen to him. So he drops shit. I still check it out. I
Yo, but
just
you know
don't.
what's fucked up though is that this podcast right here might get me blackballed more than I'm already in. But
We
I
got
don't
the
give a
other
fuck.
cat, Deshaun J, up in this biatch. Talk to him. You in bed and everything?
That nigga ain't got no soul, bro. You hear me?
Yeah.
Talk to him. Don't be trying to be sexy now. We talking about hip hop.
Fucked up.
Yeah, you might be right though, man.
Hey.
Talk to me. Talk to me. I'm finna ask you this. Oddball kind of answered that question already. We got Deshaun J in here. We already on, my guy, so we gonna bring the questions around your way. We got Oddball and Blue in the building as well. What was the standout project to you, Blue?
We in the building.
2020.
In the building.
What was Oddball said Dirk. What was the standout project?
2020, the standout project?
Yeah. What caught your attention?
I ain't gonna lie, there was a lot of music that came out 2020, but I want to say for me, dang, there's so much music, bro. Like on different levels.
Thanks.
Like how y'all feel about St. John though?
I fuck with St. John.
I fuck with St. John on another level.
Yeah, I fuck with St. John.
He like the new Lenny Kravitz. You feel me? He like bringing the rap and he bringing a whole new vibe to the color. You know what I'm saying? He opened up doors for the color. 2020 came with a lot of music, bro.
But you think 2020 was a good year for music overall?
Hell yeah. Nigga, you look at what Lil Baby done did. Lil Baby done did with everybody. And I ain't gonna lie.
He's so overrated.
Hey, young bro.
We can't hear you, man.
He overrated when it comes to
overrated. I respect his hustle and his success, but he overrated. He can't even switch up his cadence.
I can hear everybody. There we go. We in this motherfucker. All right.
What up, y'all? He's so overrated. He can't even switch up his cadence. He can't switch up his flow. He can't do shit. He just.
What are we talking about?
Lil Baby. He sound like a fucking robot.
I agree. That new nigga era. It's the new nigga era, bro.
Even Polo G from the next state over from me. He from Chicago. I respect Midwest, or I respect every artist.
You don't like Polo G?
No, he can't switch up his flow. He sound like a little girl on every fucking song.
You gotta have versatility, bro. Like,
yeah.
but you can say you
These
rap,
niggas too
but
fucking
for you to say you one of the
emotional.
greatest, bro, you
Right
gotta
now?
spit for real. You can't just rap on one cadence and say you one of the dopest. Like Cole,
Man, them
Kendrick,
niggas
Drizzy,
is so
etc., etc.
fucking
These niggas
emotional.
get on
They
any
so
sound.
fucking
You make
emotional, man. It's crazy. I'm gonna tell you one of the most overrated artists of all time. Since we talking music,
You about to piss somebody off? Come on.
Oh,
I
I'm
wanna
about
hear
to
this.
piss a lot of people off. The
I wanna
most
hear
two.
this.
I'm gonna give you two. Can I give you two?
Go for it. Piss
Two.
me off.
Yeah, give me two.
The two most overrated artists of all time: Eminem,
Trash.
Tupac. Two most overrated artists ever, bro. Ever.
Eminem
Two
garbage.
most.
I'm with you on the
Horrible.
Eminem shit though, dog. I'm not gonna
That's
lie to you,
horrible.
fam. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm with you on the M
That's
shit.
horrible.
This man in
I'ma tell
Detroit too.
Can I tell you why? Can I tell you why? I'm gonna tell you like this. If you go back on my previous works of art, you will see that. And I'm not gonna lie, I love Tupac to death. I had loved him to death. Like I used to try to sound like the nigga and everything. But he was so fucking fraudulent. He was so fraudulent. And
Where he from? Where he
hold
from?
on, hold on,
Where he
hold
from?
on. Not only was he so fucking fraudulent, but he was so overrated because
And he hurt my
man,
heart.
the nigga Biggie was the best like MC, but Jay-Z was the best nigga that could say rhymes. Like he can. I'm not going with Pac, bro. He was so
It's
overrated.
just the way he would put it, bro. Like the way Hov would put it. This is like, nigga, like it's too simple, but at the same time, it's a double entendre. Like you have to respect it, bro.
I hate to
And on
agree with
top
this,
of it,
but I feel like
he
I
not
agree with
telling
this.
on himself while he giving game. Like most of these fucking
But that's
rappers,
the
they
thing, though. That's the
shoot a
thing.
nigga,
Like
he not out here telling
I
on
feel like
himself.
a thorough nigga.
Literally
Like I
drop
feel like
game
a thorough
every
nigga.
push.
So I'm gonna tell you like this. I feel like a thorough nigga. Like where everybody from? Just I'm about to put it in perspective why I feel like Tupac. Where everybody from?
I'm from
North Carolina.
Mississippi.
You from Mississippi? You from North Carolina? Where you from, bro?
He from Texas.
Yeah,
He
he's
from
San Antonio.
Okay, so there's no way, bro. Listen, there's
B.I.G.
no way.
was God. Where I'm from, I was gonna say B.I.G. was God. Where
Yeah.
I'm from. Like, it
So I'm
wasn't no
saying,
play.
like, I'm from Detroit, Michigan, right? I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I'm from Detroit, Michigan, bro. And like, if I moved to Texas when I was like 18, and I just
It's a
started
big
repping that
change.
area, or
It's a
if I
big
like
change.
if I was like, there's no way that I would be from somewhere else and then I go to this place as an adult and then rep that place
Yeah.
and then wage war against another place.
Yeah.
And then not only that, I'm like, if like drug dealing wasn't for me, or I wasn't about no thug life or none of that shit, but I got with a group of niggas and now I feel like, oh, I could be this. And then I just start screaming like, nigga, it's whatever, nigga, it's whatever.
Bro, that's San Antonio, dog. That's what they expect from San Antonio, dog. Oh, God, bro. There's so many niggas that grew up in community-ass, suburban-ass, great opportunity-ass cities that swear they come from the gutter. It's like, bro, like that nigga Rex got bands. Yes. Tell that nigga I mentioned him, by the way.
Yeah.
How the fuck you out here acting like you hard as fuck when you just got robbed and went viral when you got shot in the arm crying,
And
boo-hooing?
And
my nigga
that's why, sir. That's why, sir.
That's what happens when you act like you gangster when you're not from where you from. When you graduated from Brennan High School in a great area, my nigga, but you act like you hard, and then you get brought to a situation where you really gotta live that life. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Now you viral, you got shot in the arm. Then your next video, you doing a whole video with you with guns in your hands. Like niggas is pussy. You gotta cut that shit out. That's not the life you live.
And that's why I do not.
Just be dope, but cut that shit out. Stop this
That's why I
perpetrating.
don't rock with Tupac. That's why I don't rock. I feel like he was control opposition for one. I feel like he was control opposition. He was a fraudulent nigga. Like that's why I don't rock. I feel like he was a soft ass nigga for real. And when niggas put
Bro,
that pressure,
brother went to Brennan. My little brother went to Brennan. Star receiver, my nigga. It's not that environment. It's nowhere close.
Yeah.
John Jay, anybody that graduated from 2011 anywhere to now, cut that shit out. You did not graduate no hood. Your ass was a failed athlete and you was on some fuck shit. Like you was not on no tough shit. Cut it out.
Yeah.
It's too many balls. It's too many opportunities in San Antonio for niggas to still be acting gangster, like for real. But for niggas that act like they hood and came from nothing, it's too many malls with fucking store opportunities where you could work.
Yeah, facts.
Restaurants, etc., plants, all this other shit, call centers in San Antonio. No, you just want to act like you gangster. That's all there is.
But you know what? The crazy thing, especially when it comes to music, since we talking music, nowadays you really never have to do it, but even more nowadays, it's easy to make music and not have that content real, and you, it's not even expected. Back then, I know
because
people
you can buy views.
Yeah, but people was wanting to see some gangster shit more back then. Now it's kind of like we got Drake, we got Kyle, we got Lil Yachty, and people that's talking about regular shit.
People want to vibe. People want to vibe nowadays, and I had to learn that. Like people just want to vibe. Just give me a vibe. Just like when I feel like I'm on that shit, I'm on that shit. When I feel
That's why
like
Drake
I'm
is so successful. That's why Drake is so successful, because he brings some situational ass music.
Yeah.
Whenever you got that shorty that you hate, but you want to knock her fucking brains off after you got off that Henny, Drake got the music for it. So you gonna play that shit. He know you gonna play that shit. Same with party, weekend. When them vibes come, you know that them the niggas you play that music.
Like,
you know them niggas you play.
You ain't got to do. To be honest, I don't even really think people want to hear gangster music like that now anyway, because it's like he just said, it's like a vibe. Because if you think about it, even the most gangster stuff that you hear now, it ain't like it was when back then when like Brother Lynch hung and they talking about ripping your head off, and they used to take gangster music too far. And you know,
it's
back
weirdo
then
shit now, bro. Like now it's just anything you can possibly say for a reaction. Like think about it this way.
People don't want to hear gangster.
Hold on. What's
that? How were you introduced to Young Thug?
Look, how I feel listening to Young Thug.
No, not how you feel. How are you introduced to the Young Thug compared to how he is now? That's all I gotta say about when it comes to
we just talked about this.
We had that conversation.
Yeah, but you know what? You ain't wrong. When you come in with the shenanigans, that's what most people be looking for, shenanigans.
You were showing that you was so free to be yourself, but all of a sudden you dressing hella masculine.
But you know what? Joe Budden made a good point about Young Thug one time.
Speak on it, and I'm listening. I'm ready. Speak on it.
He said that Young Thug is never gonna tell you that he's gay or straight. He's just gonna keep leaving that mystery there.
Pandering.
And
pandering.
Yeah. And long as that mystery.
He's straight for real.
Yeah. And
he's straight as fuck. He know what he doing.
Yeah.
Bro, but it's branding. It's
long
branding.
as he pretends that he is something else.
This nigga came out. That's why I asked y'all that question to start. That's exactly why I asked y'all that question to start. Because this man came out in a whole dress. He was kissing on his friends, calling his nigga babe. Sexy. Yeah. Velvet Vibes will never call me sexy. I'll tell you that much. He definitely gets blocked.
We
wouldn't be on this podcast right
exactly.
now. I'll tell you that. Like, you don't do that. That's just not happening. Regardless.
Right now, there's no.
You ain't gotta worry.
Gangsta music right now.
He had a little kid's dress on, and he acknowledged it because he had a dress on, saying he thought it was cool.
Hold on, let me check out. Let me check out Oddball. What you said?
Gangsta music. The thing is, right now, there's no more like the gangsta music. Like, nah, that don't even exist no more. The thing is, and it's drill. It's drill, and there's a difference between drill music and gangsta music. And what we was trying to tell these other niggas is that you so used to, like, because the Midwest like brought this shit into, because we bang stars here, so we actually have ops. We actually have ops.
That's what started.
We bang stars. We bang like the other side bang the Star of David. We bang the 5-point star.
Bob,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, Star David, et cetera.
Yeah. So it's like GDs, BDs, Vice Lords, Lag
Mob,
Kings,
Pyro, Neighborhood.
So like we don't bang sets. We bang the stars. And so, like, when most of these niggas, like, when they be talking about ops, they be talking about their peers. And the thing is what they need to separate. The fact of the matter is, like, you talk about your peers, them niggas don't want to do nothing to you. Like, when we talk about ops, we talking about niggas who willingly
Enemies,
oppose us.
rivals,
like niggas who want to shoot at us.
Rivals, where it's on site, for real.
Like, it's on.
We can't be in the
site.
same building. We can't be in the same building on this shit.
It don't matter. Like, if I see you and my window is rolled up, I got nigga, this window coming out. Boom, boom, boom. I'm killing you. Like,
it's
period.
Upstairs,
like,
bro.
No,
yeah.
definitely.
No, I feel you, bro. Like, that's why I move the way I move. Like, I can rap, I'll rap circles around any nigga in this city. I ain't even gonna argue that. But like, it's just a certain shit I'm not gonna rap about simply because I'm from that. I don't felt that pain. I got a brother who lived 5 whole years and never saw his daughter.
Yeah.
We don't celebrate that. We know the pain behind that for real. So we not gonna sit here and promote that shit and champion that shit.
And
like
now, see, that's why I like Dirt. I like Dirt because he lived the pain that he talking about. Like, for real, he lived it.
It's a whole lot of niggas that ain't lived it, bro. It's a whole lot of any San Antonio nigga, bro. Chris Pope,
that man got a whole target on his back, and that's why we fuck with him here. Like, you know what I mean? Me, I feel a little different because I feel like he backdoored his homie, but I feel like when he talking that game, like, I feel what he talking about. Like, I'm a whole vice lord, nigga, and I'm a chief. You know what I mean? So I know what you're talking about. When you
I feel it.
You got God shields, all that shit, bro. Like,
let me ask y'all a question, man.
11-19.
Who is an artist that you feel that you keep being fooled by? Because we all got one. Like, for some reason, when they drop a project, you be real excited to run to it, and when you hear it, it be
Big Sean. Big Sean.
But when another one come out, you be doing it again.
He pissed me off.
He's so trash. He's trash.
He pissed me off, dog.
I'm
like,
from Detroit.
Like,
you hear me?
Him like 2010 type shit. And I thought he was gonna go so hard. These past 2 projects he dropped.
Can you tell him? I'm from Detroit. I'm from Detroit.
Oh, so you know. So you know. Yeah, so you know.
What is it? What is
you fuck with Calico though? You fuck with Calico though?
Battle rapping, not no music.
Yeah. Off top. Yeah, for sure.
No music.
Yeah, not no music.
Get up on like All-Star JR. Like, that's my dog. All-Star JR. Get up on
the street nigga. Yeah.
Get up on my street niggas. Like,
we
them
gonna
niggas, man.
Niggas. I gotta get with you. We gonna politics. Got you.
Yeah, that nigga Big Sean wanna be Jesus so bad, boy. If you don't sit your dumb ass.
I see through it, bro. I see through it. He trying to do what Kanye trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Kanye just dropped the album last week. You feel me?
You think it's
y'all know who another weak ass nigga? Sada Baby.
You don't like Sada
Baby? I got a homie in Dayton. I heard about his baby moms. I got a homie in Dayton. I heard about the nigga baby moms.
Nigga, it was a nigga in Cleveland, Ohio that choked him out. Sada Baby trash, bro.
He just got homie from SZA. He just got homie from Sauce Family robbed. Nigga from Chicago just robbed that nigga Rizzo.
Oh, he on some setup shit.
Billionaire boy. No, he just got so much beef in Chicago and he signed with Sauce.